dreaming you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions,
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort,
ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Newcastle #1 Sports Ground for the grand final of the GE Women's Competition in this, the Hunter Haval Black Diamond Football League. My name's David Redden. I have the pleasure of calling this football game with my close colleague and our expert commentator, Lucas Holmes. G'day, Louis.
G'day, David. G'day. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Great to be back here at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground.
Most certainly is. We have a couple of things to go here. We'll have a national anthem coming up shortly, so we'll read the sides for Newcastle and Nelson Bay first. I'll start this time, Louis. If you could finish with Nelson Bay and the umpires, and I'll look after the Newcastle City. Newcastle City, Ashley Harder in 2, Bethany White 5, Taylor Smith 6, Erin White 8, Megan McDonald 9, Clarissa McPhee 11, Madeline Smith 12, Paige Mathewson, the talented footballer 13, Tala Braithwaite 15, Sabrina Cleusis, who's an interesting in for me, in 16, Jessica Cole 17, Kirsty Ferguson, league best and fairest in 2015 in number 18, Carly Goodwin 21, Caitlin Holcomb 23, Kyla Brogmus 28, Ellie Starkey 29, Sarah Halverson 30, Anna Ralston 32, Jamie Ellis 33, Simone Singh 36, the very, very talented and our Bar TV colleague Audrey Gillingham 37, and Stephanie Metcalf 55. Lucas J. Holmes.
Nelson Bay Marlins, number 1, Claudia Vankovic. 3, Jessie Jones. 4, Jessica Phillips. 5, Annalise Norton. 6, Madeline Norton. 7, Sophie Balcom. 8, Athena Garadakis. In 26 is a late jumper change. Was a rising star in the Women's League from the Black Diamond AFL Elliot Davey Medal Presentation Night. Caitlin Douglas. 10 is Emily Nichols. 11, Kate Holland. 14, Emma Kelly. 15, Pippa Smythe. 19, Lauren Hughes. 21, the vastly talented Lisa Steen. 22, Gemma Astley. 23, the coach, Lauren Cooper. 24, Megan Wormsley. 25, Bailey Ralph. 27, Eliza Smythe. 28, Hayley West. 29, Kian Hawley. And 31, Samantha Rickwood. And the umpires, David. Field umpires, Harrison Crook, Lincoln McCauley. Boundary umpires, Brady Sweetenham and Jake Sweetenham. Goal umpires, Rachel Goodenough and Rachel Robinson. And the emergency, Dave Parsons.
Lucas, we're not far away from a national anthem, and of course we'll do we'll do what is expected of us and get out of here for a couple of minutes. Just quickly, profuse apologies from me as the caller. I should have known this better. Sophie Balcom's name, I've been mispronouncing for 18 months. I've been calling her Balcom. I actually have a few friends that I know who are spelled like that. Sophie was kind enough to pull me aside recently and say that her last name is definitely pronounced Balcom. So, Louis, I'll be making every effort to get that right. You give me a clip over here if I don't, and I'm scared of Sophie, so if I don't call it right, I'll be in trouble. National anthem not very far away here at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Both sides will line up. Our league operations manager, Gary Birkinshaw, getting everybody organised, as he always does so beautifully. And Lucas, just before we get into that, this is Newcastle City, heavy favourites, superb season. The only side that can trouble them is out there in yellow and blue. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that, David. It'd be interesting to see how they match up. We've discussed during the games that we've had between these two sides that the only thing that Nelson Bay are missing, and we'll probably go into this a bit more, is a key forward. We shall leave for a few minutes and we'll come back to you when the national anthem is finished.
Thanks, yeah. We'll do the right thing and stand up here. We'll go off air. The national anthem is going to happen very shortly. So Lucas and I will be standing up and be with you shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we all be upstanding, please, for the national anthem, Sunway Free Landing. We go.
perfect rendition of the national anthem of our wonderful country. Just a heads up before we go into football. Bit of class at the end of that game. Simon O'Brien and his lovely new wife, who was in her bridal dress. Nelson Bay and Carter formed the guard of honour and they walked them off. Very classy effort, particularly on Nelson Bay's behalf. Got to say those sort of things. That was a class act, Lucas.
It sure was, David. Shows how close everyone is in this great game of ours.
Bring it on, ladies and gentlemen. It's grand final time. Cannot wait for this one. Nelson Bay, everybody's interested, Lucas Holmes. What can Nelson Bay do? Can they do something quite remarkable and beat Newcastle City?
Just touching it before them, they're just going to maybe just, if anything, just a couple of match-up issues, David, in terms of their forwards and having a key sort of target to kick to, because Pippa Smythe obviously in the ruck and Gemma Ashley off half-back, there's sort of no one really to kick to in terms of a target forward of the football.
Lucas, they can get the football, Nelson Bay. They cannot win. Last year they won with 4 goals. Against this Newcastle City side, they've got to kick 12, 13, 14. And that's the question. That's the key to the whole game, is can Nelson Bay kick enough goals to hang on? Great crowd here at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Louis, you look around, there's a lot of people here befitting a grand final. I think everybody is interested in this league. Can this wonderful Newcastle City side again do the business? We're all right to go here, Gary. Thank you very much. Gary's just checking with us. Gary Birkinshaw will get things moving very shortly. Lucas Holmes, it's going to be a pleasure to call this one with you. Cannot wait. It's been a long time, and it would appear that during the year this has been building and building, and now we get what we want, mate.
It is, David, as always. Always a pleasure to call with you. Another grand final for us both.
Our Black Diamond, our Bar TV crew, best in business, our EP Liam and our camera operators, Isabel and Clay. Guys, have a good game. Wonderful to have you here with us once more.
Here we go.
Here we go. Rock and roll time. It's the grand final. Pippa and Kirsty. Pippa gets a double-hander out just over Ferguson. Ashley's come flying through like a freight train. Ball kicked out. It's gone square, straight towards the Combine flag. Who can get to it first? Off go Nelson Bay. West gets their football out. Little short pass. Oh, ball stands on end. Cruel bounce, really. Gets their hands up. Good tackling. Guess who's in there? Audrey's in there first up. Expect to hear Audrey's name all day. Audrey Gillingham. Ball held in Steen, putting a tackle on. And we're away in this grand final. Just looking forward to it. It was a wonderful game last year. Let's hope it's as good as that this year. Ferguson's too big and strong if she gets into body contact with Smythe and gets the tap out. Oh, good tackle made. Oh, in fact, a push in the back paid. Thank you, Lucas.
Well done, Lincoln McCauley. Right on top of it there.
Indeed. And we've got Annalise Norton with the football. Nelson Bay want early scores. Shocking kick, really, in the context. Ball coming in. Oh, good work. Goes long. Gets that ball long. Warren McDonald and Alverson. That's Smith underneath all of that. Ball comes back, straight back down the ground. Oh, a toe level was Nichols. Gets a little short kick out, coming right. Oh, very brave mark there by Erin White. One of the two sisters, the other being Bethany.
Who, if I'm not wrong, is playing a 50th game today, David.
Good call. Pepper can't quite get that mark over. Quite sure. There could have been clues. No, it was actually Audrey Gillingham. Ball comes out. They're on the ground. That's a push in the back. Harrison Cruz says, mine. Now, watch this. Watch Ferguson try and get body contact with Smythe. Smythe's got to stand off her. And then Smythe does do the business there. She gets herself in the right position. Out that ball comes. Balcom's in there. God, I've said it once already, Lou. I'm in trouble. Long kick comes out towards the Newcastle City forward line. That ball will go out of bounds in front of Sarah Halverson and Hayley West. Early goals here. No score yet. Everybody, as you'd imagine, full of nerves and energy. Ferguson's up. Smythe's not in this contest, so West's going up. Expect Ferguson to get this with the right hand. Does. Gets that ball down to ground level straight away. Out that ball comes. Out it comes to Taylor Smith. Push in the back, I thought, against Smythe, and paid. Reckon it's Taylor Braithwaite. It's one of the two Taylors. Have a look in front of you. Smythe's on the mark. There's someone here in the slot. Smythe almost went over the mark, you know.
They called play on, David.
Oh, thank you. I didn't hear. Couldn't hear that, mate. Thank you very much. Braithwaite can't get out. Hale is dangerous in this part of the ground. Mathewson's with her. Good tackle, Mathewson. Just gets it away. Does Nelson Bay. Out that ball comes again from Taylor Smith. Now that ball, gee, I wonder if it's going to call deliberate. No, it's going to stay in. This is Bethany White. Carl Deb under pressure, gets that football out. This is Holcomb. No, more pressure on from Nelson Bay. Oh, what a hit! Steen, was it?
Yes.
Ashley's in there. That's what they've got. Oh, that's a throw. Sorry, that's a throw. Not picked up. That's over the back. Emily Nichols, who kicked 3 in last year's GF. They needed to do the same tonight. 8 is Garadicki. She's away. Goes long. Being really well read by Jamie Ellis here. She want to get on that left. Goes on to a non-dominant right. Does the business. Ball at ground level. One of the Norton sisters, Annalise, is in there. Held in. And Lincoln McCauley says, that's mine, thank you. That's what Steen and the others need to do, is put body pressure on Newcastle City, Lucas.
It is. It's one thing, Nelson Bay getting this ball into their forward 50. They need to lock it in to create some scoring opportunities as they have a free kick for holding.
Goodness me, I thought that was a fair contest myself. But anyway, they paid it against Ferguson for holding in the contest. And this will be Annalise Norton. Too far out, goes to the handball.
Steen.
Still too far out to Lisa. Ball comes off. Audrey Gillingham, this wonderfully talented player. Although she gets picked off by Sophie Balcom. Thank you, Lucas. I got a nod there of approval. Balcom family, I'm in the good books again. Sophie goes square. Can anyone take a mark? They can't. Ducks the head. Chance at a kick in. Now that's gone about 25 metres. Big pack of players. No one can take a mark. Gillingham holds a feet, as she often does. Gets a good little handball out, and City are away. Oh, trapped with the foot, actually, by Smith. Good tackle. Goes over the top of Ashley. Oh, what a smother. Now they're away here. There's space. What can City do? Megan McDonald's in front. No mark paid. That went to ground, I think. And there's a tackle made. And has Kate Holland got a free? She has.
It's a ball up.
Yep, thank you. Has not. And the rucks will be Singh and Norton. Annalise. Singh gets that down. Hale is dangerous there. Again, tackled immediately. At the back was
no one in the goal square.
No one in the square. That's going to go through for the first score, I reckon, and does. Halverson bundles Hawley into the behind area. So, Newcastle City behind. Nelson Bay yet to score. Lucas Holmes, Lauren Cooper with the football.
Very up-tempo early, as you'd expect from these two wonderful football sides, as Lauren Cooper goes to the far side.
Gemma's sitting at the back. Ball off hands, out of bounds at the transection of the 45-metre arc and the boundary line. So, big crowd here. A lot of people. Hundreds and hundreds. Have a look in the background. That hill is full. All here to watch a great game of football. Ferguson's doing well early on. Smythe's got to stand off her and not get into body contest if she can avoid it. Chance! Oh, what a smother. That was off McDonald. Ball's still alive. Singh's there. Holland's in trouble. She's got to get rid of it. Real trouble. No, you know what happened there? They all went the football. There was no tackle being made.
Yeah.
Dangerous area. Nelson Bay's got to be smart. They cannot tap this through. Smythe's got to be really smart here. And it's been actually touched through by Newcastle City's Ashley Haler, and that's a behind. Newcastle City 2 behinds. Nelson Bay yet to score. Lucas Holmes.
Best result there for Nelson Bay to clear the area, to clear the congestion. You just need a clean kick to get out of the back.
Out of the square. Harrison cooked right on it. Well, I was watching the foot. I thought she was getting close. She got close last behind kick. So now Harrison Cook will ball this one. More pressure for Nelson Bay. Can they handle it? Can Newcastle City get the pep around the ball? Gillingham's in on this one. McDonald, Smith, and Simone Singh's in there. Let's see what happens. Smythe should win the ruck. Does. Out to Gillingham. First goal of the grand final. Well read by Gillingham. Audrey kicks the first one off a Pippa Smythe tap out. Newcastle City 1-2-8. Nelson Bay yet to score. Lucas J. Holmes.
Hunter Haval, looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $23,990, drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval, give you more. Book your test drive today.
Gemma Astley warming that back up. So watch here. She reads the tap out beautifully. No one on her. That's not the ruck's fault. They should have had marking up on Gillingham.
Yeah.
You cannot let a player of the quality of Gillingham lose at places like that.
Do you think just as the play goes on, you think they want Sophie Balcom to go to Audrey Gillingham, David?
They'd like to get Sophie going body on body with her. Yes, absolutely. Oh, good bump there. Really good. At that ball comes from Nelson Bay. Straight down the field. Couldn't quite get her hands on it. Was Jess Phillips. Can they get some clean ball? That's a tackle. Oh, surely that's held in the football. No, not paid. Play on. Oh, good tackle again. Really hard stuff early. Both sides willing in this contest. Umpire McCauley's letting it go, and eventually it's a ball up. Now, this is interesting to me. Smythe does not want to go body on body with Ferguson because of the size differences. Ferguson's really clever with the use of her hips. Smythe gets in front. Did you see? Yeah, well done, Pippa Smythe. She gets disposed of, but gets a ruck. The cultured right foot of Paige Mathewson. Balcombe racing over here with Hayley West. Smith's in there for Newcastle City. Ball comes out from the Cleuses. Paige Mathewson at the back. Brilliantly done, Mathewson. Keeps it in. Oh, big pack of plays in here. They're all going in very hard. The last person up is Hayley West. Kirsty Ferguson's over here with Annalise Norton. Ferguson, as you would expect, uses that left hand. Pushing the back, should have been paid against Balcombe there, not paid. Pippa Smythe sitting on her own. She'll try and step and pick it up and go the kick. Gets it square. Dangerous play here. Wonder who's going to get the football. Nelson Baydoo. Get it into the square. Get it into the arc. At the back here for Newcastle City. Under all sorts of pressure. Up comes a soccer kick. Opens the play up. Here's a chance for Phillips. Gemma Astley's there. Gets a right foot to it. Not particularly well directed. Eliza Smythe's out there. And it goes out of bounds. Lucas Holmes.
That was not a bad result nonetheless, though. Get a stoppage inside forward 50. Need to set their defensive structure up. As you can see there, Sophie Balcombe just hanging out, just waiting for the quick rush kick back to them.
There's Sophie at the back of the 50-metre arc over here, just to the right, almost in the middle of screen now. That's Sophie Balcombe, and she's staying out of these contests. I would have thought she could have been even 20 metres further around, Lucas, to the right.
Yeah.
But they've got other players over there. Pippa Smythe is over there, as is Steen. So the gun three are forming a wall here, and it's going to be hard for City to get out. Gillingham, good tackle. Audrey's trying to beat that tackle, and it's a lovely bit of work there by Kian Hawley. So she's put an effective tackle on. She's too far out to score. Goes short. Coming through like an absolute freight train with Bethany White. Gillingham again gets rid of this one quickly. Now this is where here's Pippa. She can kick that. Oh, it's hit the post, I think, or has it gone through? Waiting, Lucas.
Hit the post.
I thought it hit the post. Smythe's one of the two players in the Nelson Bay side, the other being Astley, who can kick from that sort of distance. So first point on the board to Newcastle of Nelson Bay. Newcastle City up by 7 points. City have gone with a bit of a huddle here. Astley's trailing Ferguson. Over the ball comes towards Goodwin. Ground level now. Got to be careful. Out on the full. Needed to pick that one up. So just want to see who's got this ball. It is a penalty. It is a free kick. And it's Steen, the 2016 best and fairest. Goes short. Oh, lovely grab. Really strong. Oh, it plays on. Oh, kicked a goal. Absolutely superb football, Lisa Steen. And the Nelson Bay Marlins have kicked their first goal. 1-1-7, Newcastle City 1-2-8. Lucas Holmes.
Belmont 16-footer sailing club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook. The home of the Black Diamond AFL.
So Steen comes back through for a 1-2. 25 metres out. Absolutely superb footy, Lisa Steen, and they love it. Now, Ferguson has come off for a spell on the bench, and Simone Singh's gone in with Pippa Smythe for the ruck, and on comes Emma Kelly onto the ball as well. So it's Smythe and Singh. Now, it's interesting, Singh presents a different challenge for Smythe. Let's see how they go. Harrison Crook's got the footy. Gillingham marking up on Steen, Lucas. Balcombe's at the back of the square. Kelly's got Mathewson. So Balcombe's on her own, and as now is, I beg your pardon, Audrey's now on her own. So Steen's being marked up.
Something's just happened down here with the boundary umpire to the left of screen, David, is getting helped around the boundary with one of the trainers. So it looks like the emergency umpire, Dave Parsons, has gone into the goals for now.
Thank you. Didn't see that, I must admit. Ball held in. Comes out here. Taylor Smith. Paige Mathewson. Long ball coming in from City. Who's can get this mark? No one can. It comes down to ground level. This is where McDonald's dangerous. Left foot. Doesn't get much purchase on it. And it beats. Balcombe's coming in to put a big hit on. Can't quite pull it off. Mathewson with a good shepherd. Coming out. It's all contested in there. 4 is Phillips. So Christine Burrows has got the goal umpire. That's Rachel Robinson. Let's just hope Rachel's all right, Louis. Oh, dragged out of it. Pippa Smythe, free kick all day. And she's gone. Harrison Crooks called her back. Pippa Smythe as the football goes 45 degrees. Finds Kian Hawley, who's been prominent early. Goes long. It's gone over the back. Everybody's chasing. Oh, great tackle. Terrific tackle, M. Nichols. Handball comes out. Nelson Bay. Oh, great smother. That is a superb piece of work. Couldn't quite catch the player. I've got a free kick coming up from Macaulay. Hand goes out left. And that's Maddie Smith's got the football. What a tackle that was. Kicks it just over Smythe's head. Smythe comes back, chasing the football, along with Hughes. Here goes Smythe, second in the league, best and fairest. She has a weakness that she doesn't have much of a left side at the moment, and she'll have to develop out in the off-season. Oh, chance City. McDonald, you'd almost back from here. Done it. She is lethal, Lucas Holmes, around goals.
She is.
Absolutely lethal.
Was the league's leading goal kicker in the regular season, as I just click on the wrong player. Well done.
Newcastle, good to see you sledging yourself, Louis. Newcastle City 2-2, Nelson Bay 1-1. And Lucas, I'll get you to go and check on our goal umpire because she was in quite a bit of distress coming off there.
Yeah.
It's one of the Rachels. I'm not sure which one, but let's just hope that she's okay.
Well, seeing that both of the goal umpires' first names are Rachel, you'd hope it'd be one of the Rachels, David.
Yes, Lucas. Well done, Lucas. 1 Holmes, 1 Redden 0. Now, who's gone into the ruck here? Steen. 5'3" ruckman, but anyway, she gets a tap out. You wouldn't believe it. Bethany White hassled out of that. Balcom in the God, I'm going to do that so many times. Another free kick, Newcastle City. Coming in here to Erin White. She's at the back of the cricket block. Goes long. At the back was Kate Holland. Couldn't get it out. Emma Kelly. Holland again on her left. Gets a right-hand handball out. Here's the voice of Smythe. Now, if Smythe's got a chance, she'll run. And away she goes. With that one-handed style of hers, goes long. Over towards... no, that's Lisa. Lisa's got the football out here. She's got a decent left foot. Uses it. Nelson Bay playing pretty good football at the moment. Newcastle City leading however. Comes out towards Goodwin. Gets a good kick out at that. Emma Kelly's got a lot of pressure on here. She's got a 1-on-3. Has to create a contest. She's done a pretty good job, actually. Simone C's got that handball out. Away they go, City. Trying to get that ball forward quickly. Not marked. Taken out of there by Hughes. Gets the ball out wide. Now, Nelson Bay got a chance out here. Or have they? Yes, good body pressure put on. Goes with the soccer tactics. Does Hayley West. Good work. She's got away and gets a decent kick out of it. Marking contest. Phillips, Steen's in there roving. As we hear a RAF jet go overhead. Loud as. Nichols at ground level. Good hard tackling. Good hard football in here. Nelson Bay is certainly in this contest. Again, they've got to kick goals to be competitive. Steen's in there again. Out of it comes Newcastle City, goes long. It's a 1-on-2 here. They go to ground. You've got to stay on your feet. 25 for Nelson Bay's Ralph. Very spirited contest. Oh, lovely step. Oh, she couldn't kick that, could she? Goes to a marking contest, Eliza Smythe. And our emergency umpire, Dave Parsons, calls it behind. So, it's 1-2 Nelson Bay. Newcastle City, 2-2. Very willing start to this quarter, Lou. It's been most enjoyable.
It has. They need to, however, make the most of these opportunities while they've got the ball inside their attacking forward 50, do Nelson Bay.
They do. Here's a big contest. And Bethany White chooses the handball. Balcom puts it straight back from whence it came. Goes back in. Nelson Bay certainly getting a lot of opportunities here. They're certainly they're not scared whatsoever. Emily Nichols will get that ball out of bounds and a couple of bumps. Interesting, you were talking about this earlier on. Back here, you can't see this on your screen, but Sophie Balcom is sitting back behind the play. So she's not getting sucked up into the contest. She's sitting there and trying to play an extra one. And Paige Mathewson's picked that up, and Mathewson's stopped her being free. Tap out Nelson Bay. Oh, good tackle. Swamped immediately. It's very tight and congested in there at the moment. Matthewson's there. Balcom's there. Balcom reads it well. Right foot kick from Balcom. Oh, that's got to be close to a mark. No, that's throwing. And I think a free key's been paid. Yes, I reckon that's an effective tackle.
For the throw.
And guess who's got the footy? Lisa Steen should go back and take a kick. She didn't take her time. She'll regret that later, I reckon. Nelson Bay 1-3, Newcastle City 2-2. Lucas Holmes, it's been a willing first quarter.
It sure has. It always is between these two very competitive teams, David, as we've seen in the past, as we keep documenting.
So, Ashley and Smythe are having a rest. Ferguson's about to go back on for Newcastle City. They're probably going to want to shut down the end of this quarter. Nelson Bay really attacking hard here. Ball goes forward. Should be another behind. It is in front of Eliza Smythe. 1-4. Nelson Bay, they need to kick goals. We spoke about this before the start of the game. 2-2 Newcastle City.
Only about a minute to go, David. 19 minutes gone.
And Nelson Bay will definitely take that scoreline at quarter time, Lucas. And I think all the rest of us will, because we've got a great grand final ensuing, hopefully. Halverson in front of Holland. Good tackle, Kate Holland. Really does an effective job. Lots of pressure coming to City, but they're away. Got to pick up their plays. Great tackle, but gets the footy away. This is a big ball, and very, very well done. Out that ball comes Sarah Halverson, gets the football out. Going long, Newcastle City. There's a lot of opportunities here. Megan's in front, stays on her feet. Handball comes out from Cooper, very experienced, and they're away from trouble. Can they stop Ferguson? No. Lovely mark, Kirsty at centre half forward. Now, Ferguson's almost within range. She's not going to go. Goes for the 30-metre kick. Where are the Rovers? Halverson, this is dangerous.
Oh, no.
Sarah Halverson. Well done, Ferguson. Well done, Halverson. Newcastle City right at the end of the quarter. 3-20. Lucas Holmes is pointing at the clock. Yes, Louis. And Nelson Bay 1-4. So Nelson Bay's had the majority of the ball before. So watch this here. Crash ball. Halverson roving, not being marked. Outside, check side foot kick. And lovely goal, Halverson, who hasn't kicked many in the second half of the season.
He hasn't.
Probably indicative that she's been playing more up on the ball. Ferguson's in this contest. Now, Pippa Smythe, infraction centre square, I reckon. Is it Kirsty's kick? It is not. It's a Newcastle City kick. What I don't know is who was lining up there in the ruck. That's Garadakeys. Now, she can't kick that far. So, Newcastle City, Nelson Bay will be ruining a couple of lost chances. However, Newcastle City, 3-20. Nelson Bay putting on a good performance so far. 1-4-10. Lucas Holmes, goal kickers, please.
Goal kickers for Newcastle City, firstly, Audrey Gilliam, Megan McDonald and Sarah Halverson. And for Nelson Bay, Lisa Steen.
Indeed. So, fascinating first quarter. Lots of football to Nelson Bay, but much better finishing by Newcastle City. We'll be back with you for this second quarter of the GU Women's Competition Women's Grand Final.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions,
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort,
ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Welcome back to Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Newcastle City on your screen in front of you, up by 10 points. Nelson Bay listening to their coaching team. They need to basically convert more opportunities. They've had enough. They've been right in this game. But every single time that gets past their wall, Newcastle City are open pasture, and they are deadly. They're great counter-attacking side. If you look at the 3 goal kickers, McDonald, Halverson and Gillingham, talk about the cream rising to the top. So let's just hope that I can see Rachel Robinson actually going out with Christine Burrows, so hopefully she's okay. Lucas Holmes is just coming back from getting a bit of a report for us. Nelson Bay there, and Newcastle City will be reasonably content. They're under a lot of pressure. They haven't been under this much pressure for quite a long time. So it'll be very interesting to see how they go. Lucas Holmes.
So what's happened is, I was speaking to Jake Lowe. The ball has ricocheted off the post and come back and hit Rachel Robinson on the nose. So she was just bleeding slightly from the nose, but that has now been stopped.
Okay, well, let's hope she's okay. She has gone out there with Christine Burrows. We'll just have a look and see. It looks like she's going back to a position. That is a great effort. Really is. Got to give her enormous credit for that, Lucas. She's shown some toughness there. Huddles are broken up. Now, Nelson Bay, for mine, it's interesting how they managed that quarter. Pippa Smythe was probably off for 6 or 7 minutes. And I honestly don't think they can afford that, because they had a couple of ruck contests in there where Steen went into a ruck, and so it's crazy.
Which then takes her away from where she's obviously most effective, being around a ruck rover.
Indeed. Audrey Gillingham with the strapping on both calves and ankles there. Very good start from Audrey. Very handy goal there. And for Newcastle City, we're just about ready to go. Waiting for everybody to clear the ground. There's a lot of people here. This really is a terrific crowd. There are hundreds and hundreds of people here. And waiting for our league operations manager to give the go-ahead. Waiting for the ground to be completely clear for safety. And not very far away from starting here, Lucas Holmes.
We are not. Should be a pulsating second quarter if it's anything like the first. Nelson Bay well and truly in this.
Absolutely well and truly in it, Louis. Okay, so Harry Crook's about ready to go. We're ready. We're off and running. The premier ruckman in the league, Ferguson and Smythe, along with Rebecca Ives from Wyong Lakes. They're the 3 best in the league. Smythe is getting in front early. That one, both players got hands on that. Give it to Pippa. Gemma Astley gets a right foot round the corner. Steen's running into space. 2 players don't talk to one another and crash into one another. Norton, Gillingham, a lovely short handball out. Ferguson looks another one, tries to get it to Mathewson, who's set up on straight away. They're putting on good hits and good tackling in Nelson Bay. They've figured out that Newcastle City, Balcom's over here with Gillingham, these 2 tough players. Ferguson tries to go in the bump and Balcom puts on a great tackle. Lovely tackle, Balcom on Gillingham was just about away, and Balcom pulls off a desperation tackle. Steen's free here on the wing right in front of us. She's gone just over us. Steen's sitting in the rope. Oh, great mark. That's a superb contested mark from Anna Ralston. Best mark of the game so far by a long way. Big contest. Halverson's got 1 on 4. She turns it wrong. That's gone too. If they're going to pay one, they're going to pay the other. Halverson and...
Played a push in the back.
Yeah, push in the back here. I just saw Harry give that decision late in the corner of my eye. Is it Halverson? It's not. It's Braithwaite, number 15. Gemma standing mark here. So it's Braithwaite. She's a goal-kicking danger as well, Louis.
She is.
No one in the slot, Nelson Bay. She goes wide and long. Over in the Haler direction. And Haler's been quiet this game so far. Handball comes out. Ferguson in there is trying to stay on their feet. Ferguson to get in there. Handball comes out, Haler. And it's out. Out of bounds in the forward pocket. Newcastle City up by 10 points. On a glorious Newcastle day. It is that good a day here. It's scary. It's cool up here, but it's fair and glorious. Superb for footy. Pippa Smythe with a long tap out. Comes to Erin White. Little short handball comes out again. Oh, big tackle. Reckon if that was Balcom. It's in and under the ribs. And a trip. Thank you. Lincoln McCauley's paid that. I think it's Hayley West got this kick. She has. Hayley's going to come Combox side. Gets a fair bit of that, actually. Good kick. Punch at the back. Paige Mathewson roves at best. Gillingham on her own. That can't happen. Audrey puts it into forward line. Lovely work, Halverson. And away. Gillingham's got the 1-2 offer. Drives it long. Up towards Smith. Around the corner. I reckon she's done that. What a lovely goal. They're lethal in counter-attack, Newcastle City. Taylor Smith, a lovely goal. And now Nelson Bay are under the pump. Newcastle City 4 goals 2. Nelson Bay 1 goal 4. Lucas Holmes.
GE Industrial Solutions. GE Industrial Solutions. Partnering with the mining community in the Hunter for the past 50 years. Delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also proud sponsors of the BDAFL women's competition.
That was such a good finish. She had 2 players tackling her. 2. And she's still got a right foot around the corner running away from goal. Quality from Taylor Smith. Newcastle City just starting to get a little bit of a gap, Louis. Nelson Bay has to answer now.
And
Smythe double-handed. Second tap out comes out as well. Mathewson immediately tackled, and it's noticeable how much pressure they're trying to put on.
there's, sorry to interrupt, David, but there is a Nelson Bay player getting carried off in backfield. They're going to have to stop this in a second.
Thank you.
Because it's right next to her as we speak.
That was the contest with Taylor Smith. Now that's off the ground and it's touched. So she's been carried off. Because she's been carried off over that side, she can now come back in play, which is most unlikely, but she's been carried. That's the contest with Taylor Smith.
Yeah.
She went down from that one.
Can't get a play number for you, but as soon as I can, I will give that to you.
Thank you. Tapped out. Very disciplined by Nelson Bay. Yeah, look, I can't. It's a bit hard to tell without seeing a number. There's so many of them that have got long hair that's a bit hard for us to tell. Pippa gets that one out. Gillingham puts a step on. Another tap out, Pippa. Good. Very well done. Mathewson finished that. Oh, my goodness me. That'll be in the Bar TV highlights. Paige Mathewson, please show us that replay. Liam, we'll just wait on the reads there, Louis.
Yeah.
Have a look at the skills of this absolutely outstanding player from the Riverina Lions who's transferred up here this year. We can get a replay. Just watch what Mathewson does. Here we go. This is Mathewson. Goes through traffic, beats a tackle, bang with that right foot of hers and loves it from the moment she kicks it. Now, Nelson Bay are now under intense pressure. Right here, right now. The game's on for Nelson Bay. They've got to do something. Ferguson uses the body very well. Pippa Smythe complains that she got beaten out of it. I thought it was a fair contest. Smythe tries to pick the ball up, can't. Matt Gillingham at the back. Dangerous play with the boot, and Nelson Bay player Sophie Balcom, who's been close to one of their best. They've got to start going now. Newcastle City starting to assert their dominance. Balcom's got Ferguson just beyond the centre circle. Good long kick from Balcom. Defensive work. Mathewson gets it out with a left-hand handball. Out towards Maddie Smith. Goes wide. Pippa Smythe out there. Will try and pick this up and put the speed on. No, she's going to turn around her right. What a tackle on Pippa Smythe. Absolutely brilliant. I think it might have been Erin White, but she's just been cleaned up. And she's got up straight away to get a great tackle White. Halverson, too quick for him. Looking dangerous, Lucas Holmes. This is dangerous. Megan McDonald. Audrey Gillingham, he's danger. Gillingham will hold her feet.
Just that play.
And got a free kick from below. It wasn't actually McDonald, it was Hayler. Sorry, Lucas.
Sorry, David. That play's just come round to the other side of the bench. It is Hayley West, as there is somebody free with about 15 metres of space.
How Simone Singh's got that free. That hurts them. Hayley West being off hurts them. She's one of the really good players. And let's just hope she's okay.
Missed.
Did miss. Behind Newcastle City 5. I'm surprised. Newcastle City 5-4. This quarter has an ominous feel to it, Lucas Holmes.
Well, we kicked 2 goals in the first 4 minutes of play, David. Yeah. It's not looking good for Nelson Bay so far as Cooper goes the far side. Oh,
almost a lovely mark there. In and under was Braithwaite doing the hard work. Almost below the knees there, actually. It's Halverson. That's a tackle. Surely that was to be paid. Balcom, another kick out. Chasing that football is Holcomb. And they both go the body, and out of it comes Nelson Bay. Looks like it's Walmsley, I think, underneath all of that. Out comes a right foot kick. Right to the middle of play. Ashley's trying to crash ball. Now they're away, Nelson Bay. Need to pick it up. Need cool heads. Oh, not. Good tackle made. And back it comes from Mathewson. Lovely little low handball from Bethany White. Taylor Smith drives out one long. Where are the Rovers? Ferguson's in there, trying to put the weight on the ball. Pippa's up there as well. Out towards from Ferguson to Hayler, and guess what? This is the fear. They put you to the sword. Great work, Ferguson, who stayed on her feet. Hayler, as a rover should do, especially a small forward, stayed off her. Check side kick, goal, and Lucas, this is not looking good. Newcastle City have just put the foot down and stepped up again. Watch here. Ferguson putting pressure on. Stays on her feet. Picks the ball up. Off to Hayler. Check side kick. Great football, Newcastle City. Newcastle City up by 5 goals, Lucas Holmes. And, talk about put the foot down.
They sure have.
They've kicked the last 5. Lucas is nodding here in the background, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is.
So, yes, they have, David.
Thank you. Another handball comes out. Mathewson getting free. Oh, very well done, Gillingham, although it was smothered. Still wanting the football very hard. Sings in there. Gillingham on the side. She's in 37. Out the ball comes from Cleusis, who's got great foot speed. If she gets to that, look out. She's lightning. Oh, away goes Steen. Goes long, driving ball. Pippa's up forward. That's interesting, Lucas. They've moved Pippa up to the full forward area. And let's see what she can do. Off the ground by Smythe. Tackle mate, Garadakis is in there. Smythe smothers. Chance Nelson Bay. Phillips! Misses.
And they had one loose in the square too, all by
herself.
Thank you.
Taylor Smith down and tucking in some... she might be a bit winded here. Not feeling real good at the moment. So, interesting. Nelson Bay's booting the bullet and put Smythe up front. I reckon that's a good decision, especially if they can get a one-on-one.
They just lose a run in the middle of the ground, though.
Yep, that's the way it is.
Yep.
They've got to kick goals. It's what they have to do. Ashley, good mark. Now, Ashley's got to think this through and try and get it towards Smythe. Smythe's got to move. Now she does. She is in a one-on-one now. Pippa can't quite take a mark under close contact. Big bump. Oh, that's in the back. Not paid. Out that ball comes. People sitting out the side. 21's Goodwin. Smythe there. Phillips there. Smythe will go up in this contest with Simone Singh. Well done, Smythe to the left. Read better by Mathewson, however. Yes, it would have been delivered. I agree with the crowd next to us. Phillips over there underneath all of that. Has the ball come out? Tackle. Gee, that's a headlock. And up gets Singh. And we've gone 10 minutes in this quarter. Jess Phillips up, the last person up. Gillingham sitting at the back here with Garadakis on your screen there, 37 and 8. Smythe got the sit here, gets that one out. Mathewson again reads a tap. Oh, good bump. Mathewson has got to stay low. Ball stays in. Good decision, umpire. Gillingham. Oh, big bump, Balcom. There's 2 tough nuts. They will not take a backward step. That's the contest we wanted to see, wasn't it, Sophie and Audrey? Great respect between those two. They go hard. In fact, I beg your pardon, that was Steen. And there's another hard player, Steen. Sings in front, gets that one out. Gemma's got hit over the shoulder. Good decision, Crook. Gemma Asler, who's just outside scoring range, will go back. Goes long and ignores Smythe's lead. Big contest of plays, a big pack. Who can keep calm? Out comes Maddie Smith, who's been very good in the back line there. Now, ball comes out. Oh, couldn't quite pick it up. Does now. Does the step move. Gets it rid of it. And no, she hasn't. Eventually, to the displeasure of the Nelson Bay faithful to my right. Pardon us if you got that language there on your screens. Long ball comes out. Pushed in the back by her own player, unbelievably. Ball comes out from Hawley, who's got a lot of the touches today. Emily Nichols. Sorry, that's Eliza Smythe, number 27. And holding the player, and that's whoever's at the bottom of that pack's got that kick. Just want to check the number. It could be Steen with the orange boots, is it? Yeah, it was.
Push out, yeah.
Push out, paid to Newcastle City.
And that'll be 50 metres, will it not?
Harrison Cook has not given 50. If that ball's gone away, I don't think Nelson Bay realised that the free kick was against them. That's irrelevant, Lucas. I agree that ball should have been paid 50 because they've got rid of it. Taking the kick will be Brogmus. Deep in defence out there on that sunny side flank. Goes long. Singh can't quite grab that one. Ball is in the pack and isn't coming out in a hurry. Norton's in there. Garadakis is in there. And Rickwood's in there as well for Nelson Bay. Newcastle City controlling this game very nicely at the moment. Steen doing her best. Gets that ball out. 25 is Ralph, trying to get the football out. Held in again, umpire says gone. Their defence is just, they're suffocating them, Lucas.
Yeah.
This is a consummate performance by an outstanding football side. Don't you worry about that. Ashley goes back, can't quite grab it. At the back was Ralph again. Comes out, lovely mark taken out there. Way too far out to score. Now, they've kept it open somewhat. Smythe's got the lead. No, it does go shorter than that. Gets a handball out. Good option. Now gets out long. Here's a crash ball coming. Oh, who's going to get the crash ball? Comes out the back to City. Ellis gets a long, loping left footer out, and this is a big ball. City are out here. If they can get the ball in Hayler's hands, they get her off her feet. Chooses at ground level. Hayler's in there. So is Medcalf. All fighting really hard. Good tackle made. Got to be a big play here. Got Gillingham, got Audrey will stay on her feet, I reckon. And she'll try and, she gets it out. How she's extracted that, I do not know. Another handball comes out. Smythe. Oh, immediately set upon. Couldn't even get a chance to get rid of it. Bailey Ralph. Oh, Hale has tackled, and she has been tackled hard today. Nelson may certainly make him earn their kicks. Out towards Ashley. Jim will go long. Gets it to the 50-metre arc. Oh, almost Nichols, a crash ball. Off they go. Another bump by Nichols. Good speed shown by Ralph. Gets it long. Got to be a chance at ground level. Sings on Smythe here. They keep her out of it. Well done, Maddie Smith. He gets that ball out to the wing. Brogmus is here. Can she get a clean possession? She's almost dropped it straight away before being tackled, actually. And it's a throw. So Macaulay's picked that up, Louis, as a throw.
Yeah.
And back the ball comes.
As Sophie Balcom makes her way onto the field. Gemma Ashley coming off a well-deserved rest. She's probably been one of their better two players so far, Gemma Ashley.
Yep, correct with that. Steen's been pretty handy as well. Almost a mark there in front. 25 is Ralph on the side of this one. Pippa Smythe's in there. Now she goes. Now she's got a chance. Can she use the speed? No, she's just legged at the last second. You wouldn't believe it. Just so much pressure in this game, and even the good players can't get their skill level up. That ball's gone backwards. I don't know why. Oh, great bump, Steen. She wanted that too much. Oh, good. Here's a chance. No, City cleaning up. And this is McPhee. And that will probably go. No, it stayed in. Wow. She had more time than she realised, actually. Halverson's away. Now she's got great foot speed. Left-hand handball comes out. Looking for Singh. Gets onto the right foot. Got a player out in the open there. Takes a good chest mark. Away they go down that line. Ferguson's in there. Lost my binoculars for the moment. A howling decision made. City's way. Just trying to see which play it is. Play on straight away. Halverson's got the sit. Can't quite take a mark. Wonderful effort, Kate Holland. Ball held in here. It's desperate times for Nelson Bay. Almost a kick made. No, another tackle made. Starkey's in there. Handball comes out. Megan McDonald's in the air. Lauren Cooper gets that out. Just manages to stay in. Brogmus gets a football. Put it to the back hot spot. Massive pack of plays. It's desperate stakes. Ball comes out. And it's out of bounds on the full. Nelson Bay get a breather, Lucas Holmes.
So do you, David Redden.
It's a grand final. I'm sorry. If you want to interject, just do so.
No, that's fine. Big passage of play there.
Was.
Well-deserved break. Deep in the pocket.
Cooper, the coach. Long ball. No one could mark it. Steen's in there and will stay on her feet. Balcom, almost a push against Sophie, I thought. Ferguson will try and be creative. Steps a player. Great work, Kirsty Ferguson. Superb work, Kirsty Ferguson. Finds Halverson in a paddock. Goes short. Who to? Megan's at ground level where she's so dangerous. Little kick comes out. Halverson, can she make up for that? Here's the voice from throw. What a good decision, Macaulay, in perfect position. And called by our Nelson Bay colleagues over here. They called ball, and they knew it. The Nelson Bay men's side supporting their female colleagues. Oh, shocking kick, however. Lux of Fortune falls out. They're into the centre square now. Long ball. Ball bounces over the top. Who's got a chance? Pushing the back, I thought, towards Nichols. Could have been paid. Not. Lovely tackle made. And paid. Just waiting to see who's got the footy. It's Claudia Ivankovic. That's a lovely tackle from Claudia. Handball's off. Steen's free. That's dangerous. What's she going to do with it? Puts it out in the open. Got a car, start kicking some goals, Nelson Bay. You've got enough chances. Maddie Smith, who's been sensational in that back line. Starkey and Balcom. Balcom has been Nelson Bay's best player by a long way, actually. Steen and Aston have also had a good day out. Another one comes back to Sophie. So Balcom's got this football point of the cricket block. Attacking side, Nelson Bay. Gives it a fair heave. Goes into the arc. Gillingham's in there. Emily Nichols is in there. Emily's got to start kicking some goals now. Over the shoulder. Paid to... That's paid to Megan Wormsley, I reckon. Yep. So Megan Wormsley has got a chance now. She is going to be kicking from 30. Probably. 30 metres max. Actually has to kick this goal. Got a fair bit of that.
She's got all of it.
No, she didn't. That's a behind.
She's missed.
Yep, missed to the left-hand side.
There you go.
Nelson Bay, 1 goal, 6. Newcastle City, 6 goal, 4. Newcastle City to a partial huddle at centre-half back. On that cultured left foot of Jamie Elson. That's a superb kick at this level of football. Braithwaite, and away they go, City. They're open. Dangerous here. Haler's away. Looking for leads. Good grab. Handball comes back. Haler's on her own. Trying to find Halverson at the back. No, couldn't quite get there. Wasn't Halverson. I do beg your pardon. That was Cleusis. Oh, good bump out coming from Braithwaite. And a free kick plucked out of there by Harrison Crook to Taylor Braithwaite, I think, yeah. Taylor's she's going to kick on the line, so she won't have the distance from there. Out of City arranges. Megan McDonald wants it short. Braithwaite goes to the hot spot. Simone Singh's in there. Haler's in there. Touched, I believe. Correct. Newcastle City, 6 goals, 5 with 20 minutes gone. Nelson Bay, 1 goal, 6. And there it is. There's the time. So, Newcastle City really putting the foot down that quarter. They're 6-5-41. Nelson Bay 1-6-12. Lucas Holmes. Just before we get Gary Berkidge will be with us shortly with a couple of things on field. Lucas Holmes, you first.
We thought at quarter time they were well in reach to get back to Newcastle City rather than Nelson Bay. They just blew them out of the quarter, blew them out of the water. As I'm trying hard to compete here with Gary Berkidge. But they blew them out of the water, did that quarter. Newcastle City shown on the scoreboard with Nelson Bay only kicking 2 points. Yeah, and looks on the Nelson Bay players' faces. They're a little bit annoyed, I reckon. They are annoyed, and they're trying so hard. But it's a very, very good City side. It's 29 points of difference. So we're going to go to Gary Berkenshaw now and stay on air, guys, because Gary's going to call the 400-metre race. So we'll actually drop off here, but Liam will continue on the footage, and there'll be a 400-metre race coming very shortly. Over to Gary.
Rob Schindler-Taylor a chance here, Lucas Holmes?
I hope so, David.
Audio, and again, the starters' hands. Mark, set, off to a good start. Bunnies passes from the outside. Come on. In the run, Schindler's never in the middle. Anderson. Great one there, Clint. Well done. Congratulations. Right, really. Get hold of that. Right, well, fantastic effort. You've won yourself an extra $200. You also, you've got yourself a kick for $500 in the $100 kick for cash. So well done to yourself. And also,
Okay, so the kick for cash there was won by the gentleman in the McDonald's outfit. I'm not sure who that is. Just hang on from Jake Harder-Kynan there.
I can just see there's a Maitland Saints emblem in the bottom corner of that, so it is a Maitland player.
Ah, very good. So it's an interesting... Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the Maitland Saints. Good spot. So the kick for cash will be coming very shortly too, Lucas. We might have a short... What's Gary up to now? Is he going the kick for cash now? So, yes, he is. They're going over the kick for cash. Just a couple of rundown of scores early today, Lucas Holmes.
Yes, David.
So, in the reserve grade game, I'll get my score sheet out here eventually. The reserve grade game, Warners Bay 4-15-39, but defeated by Cardiff 8-7-55. Singleton 11-11-77, Wyong Lake 7-5-47. Cardiff over Nelson Bay comfortably in first grade in Black Diamond Cup. And here, Newcastle City leading by 29 points. And we'll come, I think they've got a kick for cash coming very shortly. And then after that, Liam, after the kick for cash, we might have a bit of a break then, if you like. So, great result there for the Maitland Saints. Jay Harder kind of came home like a freight train there, nearly got the money. So we'll actually go to a short break, I think, Liam, with things being set up for the 100 kick for cash. Back shortly.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions,
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort,
ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
So this is Gary Wood from Nelson Bay. This is his second shot. He's got to kick that football into the back of that car where Wal Bembich is, our league president. Gary Wood's there. He's been egged on by the buffheads above him. So Gary Woods, this is his second kick, everybody. He's shanked that one a bit, but nearly got a bounce in. So he's got one more chance for 500. Didn't know Wal Bembich was left-footed either. There you go. So Gary Wood's last shot at goal. Okay. Kick for cash. I'd love to see him do this, honestly. Oh, he's kicked it over the top.
Well done, Gary. Bad luck.
Bad luck to Gary Wood. Okay, so that concludes our halftime entertainment. We will come back in a little while. Back with you shortly. Thanks, Liam. And we're back on air. Thank you, Liam. Lucas Holmes. We're back on air after the halftime entertainment. Audrey Gillingham there in shot. She's been in great form today. And it's just fascinating to watch them when they put the foot down Newcastle City. They're clean and they're just deadly. And they've got so many attacking weapons. Just a very, very accomplished football side. And Nelson Bay, 29 points down at half-time, and I'm sure there's no other team in the league that'll be this close. They've thrown themselves at them. They've belted them, hit them. Hayler hasn't been that influential.
Yeah.
Mathewson has.
Yeah.
Gillingham's been really good. Ferguson's been really creative. He hasn't taken any marks, but it's got a lot of ball in the forward line.
McDonald's been not overly... She's been there and thereabouts, crumbing and that, but...
Maddie Smith's been called a lot.
And then they've lost Hayley West at the back, Nelson Bay, so that's sort of...
Yeah, and that's not good. That affects their structures. So Newcastle City back out in the field. Lucas Holmes, would you... I believe you've got some happy news from the Melbourne Cricket Ground this afternoon, have you?
I would.
Yeah, would you like to just give us an update there for your beloved Collingwood?
Apparently Jeremy Howe's taken another screamer, which doesn't surprise me, but...
Fair enough. And the scores there, please. You might as well give us a run-through of... or while we're waiting, can you go from the last night and give us updates on all scores, please?
I might as well. Hawthorn last night beating the Western Bulldogs, sending Luke Hodge out the style as well as Robert Murphy and Matthew Boyd. Collingwood 14-15-99 over Melbourne 12-11-83. North Melbourne 19-16 130 defeated Brisbane 11-13-79.
And I think that means that Brisbane get the number one draft pick.
It does.
It does. And quick update from the Sydney Cricket Ground.
The Swans have jumped Carlton about 25 minutes into the first quarter, 3-3-21 to no score.
Okay, and we gave you scores earlier on. So next week's grand finals, Lucas Holmes, in the men's competition. Reserve grade, and I think this will be a very good start to the day. Killarney Vale Footy Club up against Cardiff. Then to the Black Diamond Plate, and it is a replay of last year's grand final. And Lucas Holmes, it's going to be a cracker. That could be a fantastic game of football. Singleton and Maitland. And Singleton have got injury worries. Mitchell Gaffney today, a broken collarbone. Pup Mitchell is not right. And if he plays next week, it'll be under duress. And Maitland, of course, have had the week off. They'll be missing Dustin Spriggs, though, who broke his leg when we were at Killarney Vale last week. He had the leg on ice, and he wasn't sure what it was. He has a broken fibula.
That's not so good, is it, David? I just got a message from Ashley Borg, the umpire, just confirming earlier in that game that was Rachel Robinson who went down injured. So thank you, Ashley. Hope everything's going well. Thanks,
Ash, for that. Yes, Rachel's back out there, which is great news. And then the men's grand final, Lucas Holmes, Cardiff and Terrigal Avoca. Terrigal Avoca will go in as favourites for that one. Cardiff were pretty solid today, I thought, and that'll build them up some confidence. But they're going to need to step up. Nelson Bay had played their grand final last week, in my opinion. And, so look, really interesting day next week. All three games live on Bar TV. The voice will be sore, Lucas Holmes. It's a pity Waters Bay out there because I could have got you to call for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So those game comms next week, David. Tonight,
look, if I was going to have the correct thing we should do is to go onto our website over here and just get some actual times for you, Lucas, and we'll tell people the right information. Okay, so the 15 a.m. Okay, so the grand final in the Cup is 2:15 p.m. And look, I reckon this will be 11:30 the next one. It's middays, Maitland and Singleton. And let's have a look at the time for the reserve grade, please. And I'll remember these, either 9:30 or 10.
9:45.
So it's 9:45, Killarney Vale and Cardiff. 12 midday, Maitland and Singleton. 2:15 p.m. for Killarney Vale and, Cardiff and Terrigal Avoca. And we'll be on air. Now, Liam's going to be a very weary boy at the end of that one. 3 games. So will Clay, so will Izzy, and whoever else is on our crew. It's a big day, 3 games in a row, but looking forward to it from Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Ready to rock and roll here in the second half of this grand final. Newcastle City up by 29. And Pippa Smythe back in the centre with Kirsty Ferguson. And let's see if Nelson Bay can come back here. Can they do something? Or will Newcastle City run away and finish off an extraordinary season? Smythe just gets it on the second effort. Ashley comes out beautifully, works that underneath the smothering player. Steen's out here for a handball, can't quite get it. And this has been the thing all day. Nelson Bay just can't get They're under so much pressure they can't get clean footy. Newcastle City's excellent defence and tackling, just like there. See, they can't get clean ball, Louis. It just happens all the time. And then when Newcastle City do it, they get the football, they do get clean footy. Audrey Gillingham, our Bar TV colleague, gets that one out. That's Erin White, number 8. Going low. Taylor Braithwaite's there, gets it out. Danger here. Mathewson, with that beautiful right foot, goes long. Oh, coming very hard at that football was Singh. Couldn't get it out. Handball comes out. Mathewson goes to the right foot, check side kick. Now, there's a free kick, I think, called from Lincoln McCauley, and I don't know what for, but I think Nelson Bay may have the kick, Louis.
They do, David.
It's going to Cooper, I think. Yep, it is Lauren Cooper has got a kick. Didn't see what that was for, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies. Plays on and goes. Goes out towards the scoreboard side. Steen in front. Norton underneath the feet. Sophie Balcom gets that ball to Steen, and Steen gets it down. I bet can't have been Sophie, because this is Sophie now running in full flight and belted. Gets straight back up. She is one tough unit. Sophie Balcom, I'm telling you. Just quietly, so is Audrey Gillingham. They don't take a backward step. It's a good contest earlier in the second quarter. They both got up. Clean as a whistle. Good clean plays. Hard. Both at it.
You can see tough, hard at the football, but fair, David.
Yes, and that's what we like to see. Steen gets the hands free. Ferguson a handball out. Intercepted by Phillips. Screws the ball around the corner. Ball will probably go out of bounds in front of Nichols, and does. Walmsley in there. Lick McCauley says, let's throw that one in. So, Lucas, I might get... Oh, it's Douglas. Douglas is in 26. That's the number that I haven't been reading overly well this afternoon. I can just see my own writing there. 26 is Douglas, who moved from 4. Ferguson wins that one out. Norton gets a funny little handball out. Held in here. No prior. McCauley says that'll be mine. So, it looks like it's Annalise Norton doing the ruck work with Pippa Smythe sitting back in the wall. Ferguson, as you would expect, got a long reach advantage. Bethany White gets that one out. Audrey Gillingham under pressure. Oh, it does superbly well and hits Braithwaite with a handball. Lovely tackle, I might add. Out to Goodwin. Goodwin gets that one out. Goes down that wing. Smythe looking for a handball here and gets it. Away she goes. Looks for a pass. Ferguson intercepts. Good handball just in time from Ferguson. It's Eliza Smythe at the back here. Goes wide. Gillingham has to sit and wait. Annalise Norton gets the football. Gets rid of it. Goes deep into that pocket. Madeline Smith has been terrific today in the back line. So this is Gillingham and Norton. Gillingham gets the football, gets away from it. Norton puts a tackle on, not before Audrey can get rid of it. Steen's ordering traffic. Gets a handball out. Norton. Oh, good hit, Erin White. Really good, solid bump. Legit. Good footy. Now there's a chance. Good Shepherd put it. Halverson's out in the open, and that's dangerous. Lovely tackle over by Holland. Little short kick comes out. Big ball here. McDonald's away. Bethany White, who's usually a very good user of the football, doesn't quite get a long kick out here. Taylor Smith. Halverson's in the open. Danger. Oh, she couldn't afford to drop that mark. McDonald at ground level. Handball out. Another good tackle. McDonald's still there. Well done, Nelson Bays Holland. Oh, just gets it away, though. That's a superb tackle. And Harry Crook's right on it. Great work, Taylor Smith. Lucas, that was a superb tackle. Threw herself at her and dispossessed her.
It was, and she's been very good, as you've said so far, Taylor Smith, in this game.
Oh, yeah, she's a good player. And she's usually pretty handy around goal. Now, with my commentators, Moz, she'll miss.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lucas. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Louis. Yep. And, of course, she misses. Newcastle City, 6 goals, 6-42. I'll get Lucas to talk for a minute while I get my headphones just right, Louis.
Yep. Cooper again. Wide towards Ashley. Gets it over the back. Ashley, 2-on-1. She needs to keep her feet and does. Push off the ball. Tackle. Gets a kick away. Is that...
Hayla Mathewson. Yep.
Thank you.
Keep going.
Mathewson inside. Up towards... Looking from... Is that McDonald swooping in there?
Smith.
No, Smith.
That's Kate Holland. That's Kate Holland. Yeah, thank you, Louis. No, that's good, mate.
Cheers.
It's hard to tell. It really is, especially in this light. Haler, want to keep the ball in. Throws that back to Riverina Lions, mate. That's a dead set throw. You've got to get rid of that football now. Probably 4 or 5 free kicks in that sequence there, Louis. So quiet start to this quarter again. 5.5 gone. The longer it goes, Newcastle City will be happy. Ashley wins the tap. Erin White, who's been really useful today. Halverson. Oh, what a mark. She has a great pair of hands. Pippa Smythe threw herself out of there and she still marked it. Goes off with a handball. Matthewson, for once in her life, doesn't kick it well and plucked. Plucked at the back by Garadakis. Halverson again. What a love. Oh, it's called play on. So they've called Nelson Bay's touch that first. 32 was Ralston. Another good tackle. Yeah, sorry, I thought... Yeah, obviously you can't tell from this distance, but I thought Halverson might have got a fair bit of that, Louis.
Yeah, almost 2 great marks in a minute there from Sarah Halverson.
Smythe with a right-hander, read beautifully by Bethany White. Out the football comes. Megan McDonald in front. He gets a little nudge. Lovely tackle. They really have tackled well today, despite the scoreline. If Halverson kicks that, she's a genius. McDonald's still in play. Tackled beautifully. Drops it. Halverson comes back for seconds. So does Smith. Ball held in. And Cooper's under the bottom of that. She will not get low. She's very strong. Sorry, it wasn't Cooper. That was Hawley. Cooper's also been strong today. She's a very strong build. Loves to win. Just like all of these players. They're really, really competitive. The lights are on here at number 1 Sports Ground. Harrison Cook trying to get the ruck right. Norton and Ferguson. Ferguson's got the sit. Gets a right-hander out. And that's out on the full, I reckon. Now, who's going to take this kick? It's probably Ashley Haler, and she's the one. She and Mathewson are who I'd want to take this. Nelson Bay's got to get someone on the mark.
And Steen's done the right thing to keep the 10 metres.
Yes, she has. Steen organising people here. She's got a back turn, though. She needs to turn around. Haler crosses it. Good mark at the back. Braithwaite. Really unselfish play by Haler. Braithwaite, 15 metres out. And she's done it. Another goal, Braithwaite. Taylor Braithwaite's, I beg your pardon, it's her first today. Newcastle City, seemingly on the way to an undefeated season. 7 goals, 6:48, 7 3/4 minutes in. Nelson Bay 1-6-12, and without too many answers at the moment. LJ?
ISC. ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years and are proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
The body language and the confidence levels, and Nelson Bay, to be fair, have thrown absolutely everything in them, Louis. They have whacked them and tackled and chased. And Lisa Steen out there has just done everything she possibly can. But the other mob are just too good. They're too skilled, too walked around the ground, too many good players. Smythe and Singh. You'd expect Smythe to win this one. Oh, interfered with, really. Not sure why one of them didn't get a free kick. Gemma Astley in there. She's been okay today, Gemma. She's gone all right. She's got a crook back, but she's battling on. For a rare time in this quarter, the ball goes into the 50-metre line for Nelson Bay. But, of course, Newcastle City get it out. Brockmoss needs to get a good tackle. Great tackle, Pippa Smythe. Absolutely outstanding, tough tackle. And well ridden by Brockmoss. Good football. Yeah. That's what you want to see from when you let him play. She belted her.
Pip did well to roll her too, to not land straight into her back.
And Brockmoss got straight up, so she's got some touch as well. That was a hard hit. Oh, what a bump there by Holcomb. Lovely football. Ball grubbered out. Jamie Ellis's cultured left foot gets smothered. Good tackle, Annalise Norton. Gemma Astley's in there as well. Now she can tackle. Ball comes out. How they got out of that, I don't know. There's a player down right in front of us here.
It was from that bump before.
Okay, if that's 23, that's Holcomb then, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because she got really well bumped. Not the tackle, you mean the bump, don't you?
Yeah, the bump, yeah.
Oh, that's a gang tackle. I'll give credit. Newcastle City have weathered everything. Nelson Bay's thrown themselves. We spoke about it before the game. I knew that they came out and do this. Just a bit concerned for this Newcastle City player who's on her haunches in front of us. Let's just hope she's okay. She's got 3 trainers. She's got 2 umpires and 2 trainers and an umpire. So let's just hope she's all right. Ball comes out. That's Eliza Smythe. Runners have got to clear out. Eliza's got a chance here. Needs to pick up cleanly.
Yeah.
And play stopped. Harrison Crook stopped play. She's got up. And to her credit, she's got up well. Goodness me, I thought she was gone for all money, but she's got up and she's going back. So Harrison Crook, I imagine Lucas will, where he's got that football, he will
Ball this up.
ball this up right where he is.
Correct. Protocols have been observed. Should
They have not. The ball's gone
No.
back to Eliza Smythe.
Okay. She did have the mark, so
She did. Gemma Astley up. Balcom at ground level can't get the football out. Now she gets it. Oh, extracted by Holcomb has just gone straight back in. Lovely tackle, Balcom, but give Holcomb some credit. She's got straight back up. Pippa Smythe in here with Simone Singh. Double-hander from Smythe. That's when she's at her best. Steen, left-hand handball, flies out of there. Handball comes back. Caitlin Douglas, winner of the Rising Star Award last Wednesday night. Congratulations to her. Nichols, handball out, Annalise Norton. They've got to kick a goal. Just can't do it. Too much pressure. Braithwaite flies, and they're out. Taylor Smith is flying in here. She's got a chance. She's at ground level now. Despite everybody's best effort, she gets it out. Halverson's running, and that's danger. You watch her go here. She's away. One. Looking. Puts it square. And picked off. The only place she had to put the ball was in front. Nelson Bay have read that very well.
it was unselfish. Sorry, David. It was very unselfish to centre it, though, as Pippa Smythe. No, it's not Pippa Smythe.
It's Eliza,
rather.
actually.
Eliza takes a terrific mark.
That was the best mark she's taken all day. Comes wide, looking for Steen. Great mark, Taylor Smith. Oh, it's on! Sorry, I swore that was a mark to Taylor Smythe. Off goes Steen. Gee, that was interesting. That was interesting to watch. Not quite sure what I thought of that. Maddie Smith, who's been terrific across half-back, being swarmed. Balcom puts the body on the line again and gets her out of play. Got to chase Nelson Bay. Douglas. Oh, little short ball comes out. Oh, she's got... Ooh. She was almost gone there, Ralston, I'll tell you. Almost gone. Erin White wants the football. Still wants the football. Gillingham's got the sit over and called out of it. Either called out of it or Steen. I reckon Steen got called out of that. Gillingham gets the football. Chest mark here. Braithwaite has been really important for City this afternoon and this evening. Lace-out football finds Erin White, who's also been good. Where are options? Megan's free. Goes long. Oh, what a mark, Smith, in front of Eliza Smythe. She's a good play, this Taylor Smith. She goes all right, Louis.
She's almost been best on ground, in my opinion, as well, David, so far.
Very close.
Kicking from about 25 to 30 metres out and about a 45-degree angle. Perfect pitches here.
Fades away to the right just. Newcastle City 7 goals 7. Nelson Bay 1 goal 6. This is always going to be the problem for mine, is Nelson Bay kicking and score. And Lauren Cooper will get the football here. Goes far side. Gemma Astley at the back. Braithwaite in front. Halverson, beautiful step, Sarah. If she delivers that, now that's going to be behind. She was looking to actually hit Haler. So Newcastle City 7-8, Nelson Bay 1-6. We've gone 14 minutes in this third quarter, and very little's happened this quarter except Newcastle City getting close to premiership. Lovely mark, Erin White. It just goes to show how good this side is. Nelson Bay's thrown everything, and Newcastle City going on quite well, thank you very much. Puts it up in the middle. And a mark. Guess who? Braithwaite. She's firming as well into the top 3 or 4 on the ground. And Nelson Bay have thrown everything at them and at the moment don't have too many answers. Braithwaite shanks it badly. So another behind Newcastle City 7-9, probably delaying the inevitable here. And Nelson Bay 1 goal 6. Lucas Holmes.
They are, Dave. They've just had their tackling pressure's been brilliant. Newcastle City in their forward half especially, and just their clean ball movement and skills have been superb so far.
And their defensive structures are outstanding. They're just such good tacklers and they're so well organised. It's no insult of that Nelson Bay being beaten by this score. Lovely kick. Superb. Should have been marked. Wasn't. Off goes Emma Kelly. Gets the ball inside. Under Bethany White. Too strong. Gets the ball across. Centres it up. big pack. Sarah Halverson. What a pair of hands she's got. Now, there's an injured player here who's really struggling. Don't quite know who it is at the moment. Taylor Smith, possibly. She's getting up now.
Yes.
And Halverson's got a chance here. Bar TV cameras will get a lovely view of this. Again, a fader. Just fades to the right. 7-10-52, Nelson Bay 1-6. And as it starts to get a bit cool here at number 1 and the lights start to take effect.
Yes, it is, David. Cooper goes long to the outer side.
Almost a mark. Brogmus gets tackled out of that. Kate Holland, lovely work. Gets that long. Gemma's in pasture here. Needs to pick it up. Doesn't. Bumped out of that. Good effort. This is what City have done all the way. They've just suffocated the life out of him. Good tackle. And ball's come out, so he's let it go. Medcalf's in there. Good work, Kelly. Astley will try and push off. Doesn't get a kick away. Medcalf is 55, doing a good job. That's Pippa. Gets a kick out in traffic. Not marked by Erin White. Lovely handball comes out. Little short ball comes out. Sophie Balcom's in there and tries. Doesn't put a high tackle on. Very disciplined. Pippa Smythe's got the football now. She'll turn around. Look for a sister. No, picks up herself. Away she goes. Harassed by Taylor Smith. That's about the story of the game. Just haven't given Smythe any room at all. They've done a very good job on her, actually. She's been okay, but they've just put so much tackling on. And hard hits Kelly. And tough footy, but it is a grand final. You expect nothing less. Good one flying down that left-hand side. Dragged out of it, I think. Oh, he's paid hold on the ball. Okay.
He has.
Good tackle, Phillips, then. Scoreboard straight above you there. 7-10-52 on the grand old scoreboard on the eastern side of Newcastle number 1. Nelson Bay 1-6-12. Oh, smothered. Back comes City, flying along. That was Goodwin. Gets the ball in long. Mathewson sitting, waiting here. Starkey needs to get it. Mathewson is still free, and that's dangerous. Oh, what a lovely tackle. That should have been paid. Whistles seem to have gone away here. Singh comes out right-handed. Kelly down the bottom doing hard grafting work, as she does. Tackled out of that, I thought, illegally, and paid. Was Hawley. And Erin White got it without having the footy. So Hawley's got this. We've got 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Pippa Smythe in a contest. Body work by Halverson. Halverson's been chased here by Smythe. Well done, Halverson. Really good and poised. Little short barrel comes out of here. Smythe's away. It's Smith on Smythe here. Douglas. Well done, Caitlin Douglas, but can't clear the pack. Coming through was Steen. Lovely clean hands from this quality player, Ralph. They just can't get clean ball, can they? Now, here's a chance. Megan's in front. She's been actually kept very quiet today. They've done a good job on her. Cooper's been outstanding. Hawley. That's probably going to be deliberate, I would imagine. Waiting for the umpire. Yes, called. Correct call under the rules of football. There was no choice there. Erin White's got a football for a deliberate free kick. There is no one on the mark. And Pippa Smythe's going to come in and stand on the mark at least. So Erin White, one of the two White sisters, both of them can play just quietly. Ball comes out. Mathewson, that's dangerous. Oh, lovely tackle. Cooper gets a very fair kick out in that context. Smythe, good bump. And gets good tackle as well.
Yeah.
And paid. That was such good football from White. She was bumped out of it and came back hard. Halverson. Player in front. That's a mark. And it's paid. What a lovely effort. That's such a good mark from Hawley.
It was going back with the flight. Very courageous.
Oh, yeah. Should hit Pippa Smythe here. She's on her own. No, can't quite get it. Steen roves it beautifully. Great work, Singh. Smythe comes in with a handball, gets it away well. Oh, good step, Douglas. Caitlin Douglas can really play. Oh, lovely ball. Should have been taken by Ivankovic. Not. And that's three-quarter time. So 1 goal that quarter to Braithwaite. A series of behinds. Newcastle City 7-10-52. Nelson Bay 1-6-12 as the replay comes on such a lovely mark. We'll go to our 3/4 time break. Newcastle City have got this under control at the moment. And other than a miracle happening, Newcastle City will be premiers in about 25 minutes. Back with you soon.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club.
GE Industrial Solutions.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort.
ISC.
Prime 7.
Bar TV Sports.
The Entertainment Grounds.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marksmen Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Last quarter of the GE women's competition about to commence. Newcastle City up by 40 points. People just clearing the ground after their 3/4 time huddles. Harrison Cook with the football. Tough game of football, Lucas Holmes.
It has been. Even though the scoreline sort of blown out, doesn't take into account the pressure and the tackling pressure of Nelson Bay.
Last quarter underway. Harrison Cook plays his whistle. Smythe and Ferguson, these two great rivals in the centre. Double-hander Pippi. She's getting in front regularly now. Astley comes crashing through and There is the grand final in a jiffy. What a superb tackle. Wasn't Audrey this time. Erin White, that's just a superb tackle. Gemma Astley is a strong player and goes hard, and she was just dropped. Ashley Haler over the football. Kirsty Ferguson in there. So is Hawley. Gemma's got a touch of room here. No, straight through came Goodwin. Trying to put the pressure on. Out that ball comes. Hawley gets it downfield. Ivankovic has got a chance here. Misses it completely. Handball comes out to Audrey. Comes out to Erin White. Pippa interferes and away she goes. She'll go with that long right boot. She has a bounce. Great to see her. And there, again, just one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Took a bounce, was running, daring to carry, and beautifully done by Erin White. Erin White's had a great last couple of minutes. Smythe and Ferguson.
Audrey Gillingham all by herself at the front of this stoppage. That's probably not so smart.
And guess where it goes? Great call, Lucas Holmes. High tackle. Not paid. Not paid. Missed by the umpires. Bethany White's been cleaned up. Steen's going to put pressure on here. Great tackle, Lisa. Absolutely outstanding tackle, Lisa Steen. Top shelf. Absolute top shelf. Really. And she got a free kick out of it. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on here. Umpire's blown that up.
Throw it in. Yes.
Bethany White coming off in some distress there after a possible high tackle. Is the throw in, Louis?
Yes, that's what umpire Crook has signalled.
Up it goes. Ferguson wins that one out. Lovely tackle on Steen. She'll get back in again and have a crack. Don't you worry about that. Ferguson trying to get the football out. 2.5 gone. We hope Bethany White's all right. So this is Madeline Norton in ruck with Ferguson. Yeah, pushing the back, Kirsty Ferguson. Too smart, too clever. Been good today. Really good, Fergo.
She's been good around the ground too.
She has. Very good, Smother. Matthewson's been good today, but look, it's hard to say. You were talking about Taylor Smith, Taylor both. They've all been very good. No one, certainly they've quelled Haler. Haler has had less influence than I thought she would have because she's deadly. McDonald's been quiet. Halverson's been good. Mathewson, there you go. There's the double-sided skills on a body. Just superb. Haler, danger woman. And off to Halverson. Talk about some quality there. McDonald's going to step around. She's got a one-on-one. And they miss it completely. This ball will go out in front of Smith and actually Singh. Up in that pocket, up in the left pocket, forward pocket for City. And we will stay with the presentation after the game and leave you after the presentation of the trophy and medals. I look forward to doing that. Singh and that's Eliza Smythe in. Megan McDonald on the left foot. Now Haley has got room. Look out! Oh man. Give her a yard and she'll take a dozen. Lovely goal, Ashley Haler. She becomes the only multiple goal kicker in this match. And Newcastle City are on their way to an undefeated premiership. Lucas Holmes.
They are, David. Prime 7. In 2017, Prime 7 has every big game, live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round on 7, mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Haler was skillful enough there to put a little bit of right to left bias on that ball, and it just curved. She hit the post and just went in. She's a very skilled player. And, you can see how the experience that Matthewson and she have got from playing for the Riverina Lions in the AFL Canberra competition. Well done, Fergusons. Well done, Ferguson. Not Fergusons. There's not 2 of them. Braithwaite, who's been absolutely terrific today. Gee, she's got a lot of footy. And, of course, Lucas, next year representing football. The Black Diamond Footy League's off there on the way to playing in Canberra at Monica, which is wonderful. Great experience. It'll be tough footy, I'll tell you.
It will be. Very big ground is Monica Oval, so it'll be...
MCG side, that's gone. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a great place. My Giants supporting days going to Royal Monica. It's a cold place, but my goodness me, it's a lovely football ground. It's a world-class cricket ground. There you go. And it's a top-shelf AFL ground. Balcombe will not stop trying. Too big a ticker. Mathewson goes with one hand, which he should have gone with 2. Away they go. Steen with a good driving ball. Got to be in front. Not. Nichols. Chance here. Comes out. Ivankovic.
Hit the post
That's
on the
bounced.
full, did it?
I thought it half volleyed the post. I thought it bounced before it hit the post. Harry Cook's coming to have a chat. I reckon that's a half volley. And they've paid it as out. Lucas Holmes' great call. So they've paid that as out of bounds on the full because it hit the post on the full. Fair enough. Away we go.
Good to see Bethany White coming back on after that late hit, and she's coming straight off the bench towards the football.
It is crash ball there.
And she gets it.
There she gets it. Someone's got a free kick. Is it Ferguson? Yep. Kirsty Ferguson in an excellent display today. She really has been solid. Second premiership for her coming. However, that one's picked up by Gemma Essley, who also hasn't stopped trying, Gemma Essley. I don't think Gemma's fully fit. That back's not right for mine. She shanked the kick. Ferguson puts Smythe out of business, and Smythe comes back and chases Gillingham. Oh, she's dragged out of it. That should be a free kick, Pippa Smythe. She was dragged out of that while actually trying to chase someone. And Ivankovic says something to White about it. Bethany White is not a happy camper at the moment. Pippa Smythe goes, no, she wasn't behind the mark. If that right-hand channel stays there, Pippa might try and run around her. No, she doesn't. Does the sensible team thing and pots it up to a teammate. Gillingham, hands off. Madeline Smith has also been terrific. Halverson in space. Shouldn't be happening. Now they're going to look for her. Great hands off. Well done. Well done. Very well done, actually. Back to Halverson, who should run. Does. Goes long. Lovely ball. Beautiful to Smith, who's just improving every game for mine. Really good player.
Super crisp ball movement there from City. Smith goes to the hot spot.
Haler at the back. Danger. Great tackle. One of the Smythe sisters, or is it Kate? No, that's Kate Holland. Well done, Kate Holland. Good, strong football. Gets a good long ball out. Oh, lovely mark. Just their skill level, Louis. Their skill level so good. No, it's not. That's Holcomb, who got belted earlier on and got back up. They're tough too. Megan McDonald is in there. Gets a little short kick out. Halverson on hands and knees. Good tackle, McDonald. Really good. Out the ball comes. Pippa Smythe will try to run around him. She does. And gone. Taylor Smith. Beautiful tackle on Smythe. Yeah. Just been too good today. You've got to give it to Newcastle City. This is a very, very fine football team. And when you consider their goal kickers today, McDonald really hasn't got many touches. They've done a good job with McDonald. Halverson's had a good day out, which is fair. But they've just been so even, Lucas.
Yeah.
Smith, narrow side, point. Newcastle City, 8 goals, 11-59. Nelson Bay 1-6-12, almost halfway through the last quarter. Lucas Holmes.
We are, David. Waiting for Cooper with the kick out. She goes far side once again. Looking this time. No, it has been touched. Play on. Go to the screen now.
Gillingham. Gone. Yeah. Oh, over the shoulder to Audrey, I reckon. Might have been a bit lucky, but she's got the free. She's been good today. Just such a consistent, strong performer. She stays on her feet, Lucas.
She has to, and considering she's come back from injury recently, she's been playing very good football as Pippa Smythe intercepts and goes immediately down the centre corridor. Foot races on here. Oh, what a shepherd there.
Oh, in the background.
One bounce.
Madeline Smith.
Thank you.
A Haler at ground level. She's dangerous. She's got 3 to beat. Oh, dragged out of that. That should be a free kick, Ash Haler. And is. No, it's not bull, you know what, guys. That was there. What about the shepherd back here, Louis? Wishka. This is the thing that if there was any test on Newcastle City, it was when the hot stuff was put on. They have just managed so well. Well done, Smythe. Good interception. Going to pick it up and go. She also will not stop trying, but the other one moving to... is that a downfield free kick?
They've paid a free kick for the runners, have they not?
Thank you, Lucas. Great spot, Lucas Holmes.
So what's happened there, ladies and gentlemen, is the runners there to the left of the screen have been too close to the played, and umpire McCauley's paid a free kick to Newcastle City.
Balcom whack. Cleans him up. She's been very good today. Balcombe in a losing side. One of Nelson Bay's best couple of players, I'd reckon. Smythe ruck roving this one. Balcombe's at the back. It gets squeezed out somehow. That's dropping the football. Out the ball comes Braithwaite. Good tackle, was that? That was Hawley. Bailey Ralph, actually. Really good tackle by Ralph. Coming out, 17. That's out of the full from Jessica Coles, and will be a free kick to Pippa Smythe. Halfway through this last quarter. It's been hard, it's been tough, but it unfortunately hasn't been really tight. First quarter was, but Newcastle City have just asserted their authority. That's a push-out. Push-out free kick. You're not against Gillingham. One of her teammates pushed another player out. Ball comes out to Madeline Norton. So that's not against Gillingham. It's against one of her players tunnelled underneath with hips, Louis.
Yeah.
Norton goes square. Finds Pippa Smythe. Kicks that one almost straight up in the air. Gillingham misses. Halverson. Oh, big tackle. Was that Balcombe? Yeah. Guess who? Haley goes on. Just continues on playing. They've thrown everything at them today, and they've just been too good. It's really been quite brutal at times today. McDonald, thief in the night. She's too far out. Kicks it hot spot. Oh, Taylor Smith's going to run in and kick the easiest goal you've ever seen in your life. Taylor Smith puts the cap on a superb individual performance with her second goal. Newcastle City, 9-11-65. Nelson Bay, 1-6-12. Well. Lucas Holmes.
Yes, David. Bar TV Sports. Bar TV Sports specialise in the live streaming and broadcasting of local sport, including the Black Diamond AFL. Bar TV Sports, making your game the main game.
And they've done a fantastic job. Isabel and Clay and our EP Loom done a wonderful job over 2 games of footy. It's a long day for them. Beautifully rove Smith, right place, right time, and kicks that ball over to the market town. And Nelson Bay have put such a big effort in and been clearly outpointed. It's quite extraordinary game of football, really. Aaron White goes again, gets it long. Halverson's got the set. She's been really good, Lucas.
Especially in this last quarter, pushing up the ground and taking a few contested marks. She's been very good.
Kate Holland coming through, trying to pick the football up. That's a throw. Not paid. Annalise Norton. Douglas. Goes long. Good tap out, Balcombe. Tries to run through. Pippa gets the ball out eventually. Handball out Steen. Intercepted Smith, who's been in Newcastle City's top 5 play. She's been superb on the back flank, Lucas Holmes. Smith, Braithwaite. Both Smiths, actually, they've been terrific. Long ball. McDonald can't... No, it's actually Ash Haler. Oh, great tackle. Really good. Some of the tackling today has been so good, Lucas Holmes.
Yeah.
Coming straight through Steen. Gets a kick out. Good mark taken by Phillips, and away she goes. Has a bounce. Step. Oh, she's in trouble.
She's gone.
That sort of sums up the day. Lovely work by Ralston. Holds her feet. Does the business. Ralston, I'm going to call this off the screen now. It's actually quite dim out there for me. Mathewson. That lovely right foot. Hits Halverson. Halverson can't quite grab the floater. Brogmus. In front is Kate. Can't quite get out. Smith roving. That's dangerous. She's too quick for Eliza Smythe. Smith. Oh, she couldn't. Doesn't. Ash Haler. Good tackle. Ash Haler. Sarah Halverson. Goal, Sarah. Waiting here. Umpires aren't sure, Lucas. Hang on. Harrison Crooks just called all clear. Sarah Halverson's second goal. So doubles to Haler, Taylor Smith and Halverson during this game. Newcastle City putting the finishing touches on a season to remember. Lucas Holmes?
It sure is. Not very often you have the two, like Nelson Bay did last year, undefeated premiership side, David.
Oh, no, and the way that they've done it, Lucas Holmes, they are clearly one of the dominant sides in the state. You'd love to see these teams play some of those really good AFL Canberra sides and see how they go. Yep. Honestly, I really would. Just with their skill level, be wonderful to see. Not sure for that handle, the ACT representative full forward, though. Goodness gracious me. Gee, can play. Sophie Balcombe Ashley, Sophie pushing the back to strike, trying to not fall over. Oh, Balcom got her feet below the legs. That's an interesting decision because she held her feet. I think she's been close to the best player for Nelson Bay today, Lucas Balcom.
Yeah.
Oh, mark. Oh, she's called play on. He's called play on. I thought that was a mark. Ashley's got a chance. If she can pick it up, no. Can she cross that ball? No. This is just typical of this superb performance. Jamie Ellis, she'll get in that lovely left foot of hers. Goes long. Smythe's in front. No, can't quite grab it. Comes out. Straight through the middle. Ferguson's over here on the left. Metcalf doesn't need her. Straight down the middle. Haler dragged out of it. Smith, too fast. Halverson's on her own. If they can get it to her, that's what McDonald was trying to do, actually, tap it over to her. Smith. Still Taylor Smith. Still Taylor Smith. Gets a little kick out towards Brogmus and finds her on the edge of the square. 3.5 minutes to go. Smith goes short. Not sure if she's trying to find. Possibly Halverson, but it was errant. Mathewson. She'll step around if she can. And that's gone. Really well done. Who made that tackle? It's not Sophie Balcom and it's not Steen. I think it might be Hawley. That was really well done. Just stuck with her. Got a bend. Way they go down that line. Douglas gets a handball out. Little short kick that's not 15. Handball out from towards Ashley from Steen. Ashley did that really well, actually. Gillingham sitting in the back as she's... Oh, look at this. This is a graceful football, I'm telling you. Audrey Gillingham can seriously play. It's a play down in back line just with a cramp, I'm hopeful. McDonald at ground level. Again, Cooper has been superb on her today. Lauren Cooper, take a bow. That just about sums up today. She has beaten Mita McDonald today. She really has.
Sorry, David. She's led from the front, such as the coach should.
She's been great. Really has. To lower McDonald's colours is a big task for someone that kicked 62 in the season. Pippa's off for a run. One. Goes long. And unfortunately for her, intercept marked on that back line. I think it's Brogmus. No, it's Jamie Ellis, actually. Way she goes with that left foot. Chest mark. Game petering out now. Just over 2 minutes, or under 2 minutes to go. Lisa Steen. Gemma, lovely mark. Ashley hasn't stopped either, Louis. She's got a lot of touches today, Gemma. She can hold her head high. But you know what the difference in these two teams is? The difference. Oh, whack! Over the shoulder, and she's belted up, and she's going to get up. That was a big hit, Louis.
Yeah.
That was massive. Watch the contact here. Watch this, everyone. Oh! That is typical of the way the game's gone today. It's been one of those days. Now, that's actually a Newcastle City player down. I wonder if she's been cleaned up by friendly fire. Bit of a concern here. Right at the end of the game. Let's just hope she's okay. Lucas, have you seen a call for a stretcher or anything like that at this stage?
Not by the umpires as of yet.
Okay. They're going to get her up.
Yeah.
And it is Holcomb, who's been down already today. I'm hopeful they'll get her off now. They need to get her off the ground to look care for her welfare. Yeah, she's not overly steady, and she's going off on her own steam. Well done. We've only got 30 seconds left. Ball goes up. We're away. Ball mark taken. Another intercept mark. Paige Mathewson. It's probably fitting she gets the football. She's been terrific. Halverson, who's just been superb today. Long ball coming from Braithwaite. Off towards Haler. She's got the footy, and she'll step around. Looking for McDonald. Cooper on her, wearing her like a glove. Could Ferguson finish off and kick a goal? No. Gets a rotten bounce. McDonald again dragged out of it by a nemesis, Cooper. And we're very close to the end of this one. Ash Haler and Lisa Steen, two of the best players in the league. Great work, Steen. Metcalf's in there. I'll get this footy. Handball off. And there is the capping of a extraordinary season by the Newcastle City women's side. A 59-point win, 10 goals 11, 1 goal 6. And Lucas, they're one of the best sides in the history of female football in our state.
Yeah, for sure, David. That was a very convincing performance against a very, very talented and very capable Nelson Bay side.
And a Nelson Bay side that threw everything at them.
And
Newcastle, sorry, you go,
yeah,
mate.
no, I bet so. And undefeated premiers from last year, so it's not like they would have taken them lightly, and they never would have, David.
I must pay credit. Well done to Nelson Bay. Great effort. But Newcastle City, take a bow. You are one superb, committed, talented, disciplined football side, and you deserve everything that comes your way. Newcastle City goals today. Sarah Halverson a double, Taylor Smith a double, Ashley Hayler a double. Singles to Megan McDonald, who was beaten by Lauren Cooper on the day. Paige Matthewson, Taylor Braithwaite, and Audrey Gillingham. Well done to Lauren Cooper. I'm not saying Megan McDonald was bad, but Cooper had a measure. And we spoke about this earlier on, the goals for Nelson Bay, 1 goal.
Yeah.
So their defence is unbelievable. Their attack is superb. They're just clinical. And Nelson Bay whacked them. They hit them so hard. And 1 goal to Lisa's team. Lucas, thank you for your calling this year in the women's football that we've done. It's been most enjoyable. Certainly not as tense, and my heart's... I don't need blood pressure tablets tonight after that. Good to see the players shaking hands. There'll be a presentation here shortly. Lucas, your thoughts, please, mate. Have a couple of minutes to editorialise, mate.
Thanks, David. It's been very enjoyable, as it is always, commentating with you. Always a pleasure and always a privilege, as we've said on many occasions. We've just seen, with the success we've had in the AFL women's competition up here in the Black Diamond AFL over the past, what's it, the 3rd or 4th season now. You can see how, 3rd season, thank you, David. It's grown immensely. We've seen we've got 12 teams in this competition this year. We started off with 6 2 seasons ago. You can see how much women's football has grown in the Hunter and Central Coast region. And the upstart of the AFLW has only enhanced this and has given females around the country a pathway to compete at the top level in Australian football.
Lucas Holmes gets it right so often, ladies and gentlemen, and he hasn't missed there. Look, I can't tell you who the best player on the ground is. I can tell you a few players that played really well.
Yeah.
Taylor Braithwaite, take a bow. Madeline Smith, take a bow. Mathewson got a lot of the footy. Ferguson was good. Oh, Erin White had a blinder. Yep. Taylor Smith, fantastic. And for Nelson Bay, Balcom was excellent. Gemma got quite a few. Lauren Cooper, superb. She's got to be in their top 3.
Yeah.
Lauren Cooper, she was great. And some of the others, I was saying earlier on, the difference between all the other sides in Newcastle City is that their second best 6 and their third best 6 aren't that much different. The others fall away a lot.
Yeah.
Not that lot.
No.
They don't have too many passengers.
Yes, yeah, no,
for want of a better term.
Yes, yeah.
And look, you've just seen the ending of one of the best seasons. If you go through the annals of New South Wales football over 120, 130 years, I very much doubt that you'll see a more dominant display by any team ever. And that's a big statement. I've been watching Barter football for a long time. I'm almost 50, and football's been part of my life for 40 years. This is the most dominant side I think I've ever seen.
No, they've just put the games they've put together through the whole season. They've just put sides to the sword every single week. Like Nelson Bay are by far the second best team in the comp, and they've beat them by almost 10 goals last time, and they've put them to the sword today. They've won by another 10 goals, so it just shows in some stage how the gap is between the better sides in this competition and the sides that are up and coming and developing.
If they can hold that side together in 2018, and I don't know if it's in a but wow, especially if people like Mathewson and Haler, who came up from the Riverina because they're Fergo's mates, if they continue to develop their players, and remember that there's a possibility that there'll only be one Newcastle City side, you throw people like Claudia Narinda Ferguson or Rosie Ronan Yates and Casey Eacott and a few others.
Kate Donato also is good.
From the Novas, and if that's what happens, it's just, they're wonderful. They are so good to watch. They're clinical, they're ruthless, they attack well, they're skilled, they can tackle. And today, Nelson Bay, and I think I've said this a lot, but I'll say to you, Nelson Bay threw the kitchen sink at them. It was hard footy. There'll be some very bruised Newcastle City, but some of the wins they had this year were thumpings. This was a very solid win, but Nelson Bay are not ashamed by that.
No.
Nelson Bay's got to go on the other side. Nelson Bay's got to find some forwards.
Yeah.
They can't compete without having a structured forward line.
Yeah.
You would think that Lisa Steen and I know that Steen and Lisa Steen, Sophie Balcom and Pippa Smythe are heading down to GWS for an invite down there. Steen will go close again. It would be wonderful to see her in an orange and charcoal jumper, as there's always, especially when they beat Collingwood.
Thanks, mate.
You give me enough.
Yep. No,
but they'll just go back tonight, have a quiet look at it, and I'm sure they'll go back and think, okay, that's what that Newcastle City have set a new benchmark.
Yeah.
And if some of those Newcastle City players play representative football for the Black Diamond Football League next year in Canberra, you can give them a run for their money.
And you banged it on the head there when you said they need that structure forward, because the only time they seem to have when they have a tool down there is when Pippa Smythe goes down there to play forward one out of the square, which leaves their run and carry out from the midfield, so they can't get it down to Pippa in the forward line.
That's right. She looks dangerous because of her speed.
Yeah.
But they sacrifice so much.
They can't get it through the midfield.
And for mine, Pippa Smythe's a natural ruckman, or even a ruck rover. She's so quick and gets. And she look, Pippa. I will be fair here, and I think Pippa Smythe's a very good player, and I've spoken to her a few times at footy and so forth, so I get on all right with her. Pippa will probably be disappointed she didn't play outstanding football, but she was by no means disgraced. But the other mob shut it. The other mob worked on her, and you come back and you think, right, well, if that's what I've got to do, I'll go and develop a left foot. I'll go and mark more. I'll develop the left-hand handball, and I'll come in and hit him harder next time.
And that's the thing, though. That Kirsty, as you said before earlier in the call, Kirsty Ferguson and Rebecca Ives are the only ones that give, in my mind, that give Pippa Smythe a challenge, and so she should. She dominates the other ruck woman around the league. But when it comes to... She does very well in the big games, but it's coping with the bigger bodies and more experiences in Kirsty Ferguson, David.
Oh, look, absolutely true.
Yeah.
And Pippa Smythe has stepped her game up to a new level. In the last 8 weeks, she's been the best footballer in the league.
Yeah.
She won 5 consecutive best and fairest to finish the season.
We saw that the other night in the best in the count. She came from... I think she was tied 4th, and she came back... She got, you said 10 votes in the last 4 or 5 rounds.
So something 10 or 12, something ridiculous. Back to the season. Look about next year. We've got Terrigal Avoca, the entrance Baddo Bay, Port Stephens, Walls End, which we didn't know.
We didn't know. Yes.
So, wonderful signs for the league. And look, you wonder what the league's going to do. Whether they'll play them all in one comp or they have first and second division. There's all these fascinating decisions, but other people around football are taking notice of what our people are doing. It's a credit to Gary Birkinshaw and our board and Walt and the president and all of our people for taking a punt. And instead of having netball being played at St Thomas footy, they've gone with women's footy. And it's going gangbusters, Lucas.
Yeah.
I look forward. I would love to call, I'll say this right now to everybody, I would love for there to be an opportunity to call women's football every week.
Yeah.
Honestly, and that you might think that I'm bulldusting. You know me, and I'm absolutely fair dinkum.
Yeah.
I called a game this year that you umpired on. It was just an extra game at Warners Bay there, and it was most enjoyable.
Kalani Vale. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's and you umpired it, and umpired well. And it'll be so wonderful. It is. Look at this. Look at these people here. They've stayed to watch women's footy. It brings people to the football. It brings daughters and sisters. Imagine being a mother playing footy with your daughter, which a lot of people do. Over to Gary Birkinshaw.
kept up high. We certainly had a fantastic year. I'd now like to call the captain, Lisa Steen, to come up and say a few words.
Firstly, just like to thank Newcastle City for a tough game. It's been a tough game all year. As much as I really enjoyed playing with you guys. And to my team, thanks for the last 3 years. It was a pretty good
Well done, Lisa. Well done, Nelson Bay. Now in Newcastle City, what more can you say? You've been fantastic all year. You've been a phenomenon. You're the best looking side we've seen in the competition. You took all your boys all year. Without doubt, the premiership you thoroughly deserve. I'm now like to call you captain, Warren Gilligan, to come forward and say a few words.
Firstly, I'd just like to thank Nelson Bay. We know how much you felt last year, like 3 weeks ago. We know how much you must have heard. Our girls, we did it. Finally, it feels good. To the umpires, thanks for a great game. To all our support crew, couldn't have done it without you guys. Really appreciate it. And let's go have some night, eh?
Thank you very much, Audrey. Well done, Newcastle City. Now it is a great pleasure to invite on the stage to present the trophies and the medallions. And that's the co-president of Newcastle City, also a member of the Newcastle City side, Kate Henley. Right, we're going to start. Number 2, Ash Taylor. Number 5, Bethany White. Number 6, Taylor Smith. Number 8, Aaron White. Number 9, Megan McDonald. Number 11, Larissa McLean. Number 12, Madeline Smith. Number 13, Paige Mackison. Number 15, Taylor Braithwaite. Number 16, Sabrina Wilson. Number 17, Jessica Cole. Number 18, Kirsty Ferguson. Number 21, Hayley Goodwin. Number 22, Taylor Holbrook. Number 28, Kyla Thomas. Number 29, Ellie Starkey. Number 30, Sarah Harrison. Number 32, Anna Ralston. Number 33, Jamie Ellis. Number 36, Samara Singh. Number 55, Stephanie Mehta. The coach, Nathan Wilmot. Number 37, captain, Audrey Gillingham. Right now, with great pleasure, I ask Kate to present the Jet Trophy, the Newcastle Series.
There's one hell of a football side, Lucas Holmes. What a superb performance.
It sure is. They've been the better. They've obviously the best side all season. They have David.
On behalf of Lucas Holmes, on behalf of me, Lucas Holmes, thank you very much again. A wonderful call with you, mate. Thank you very much for a great day.
Thank you very much, David. Can't wait for next week, mate.
Can't wait. To our GAR-TV crew, Liam, Clay and Isabel, fantastic job, guys, over a long period of the afternoon. Wonderful to work with you. There's one hell of a foot... with you shortly. And with Gary signing off there, that's time for us to go as well. It's a very big thanks to all of everybody who makes this broadcast work. Thanks to the league for having Lucas and I on. We are very highly privileged to work here. We'll be back with you next week for 3 games, 3 men's grand finals. On behalf of Lucas Holmes, my name is David Redden. I'd like to bid you a very good evening from Newcastle #1 Sports Ground.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club.
GE Industrial Solutions.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort.
ISC.
Prime 7.
Bar TV Sports.
The Entertainment Grounds.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marksmen Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 till 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.